Hello everyone, I'm Alani Olubukola, and today is the 26th day of April 2021, and I just want to drop some of the things I learned from today's mass indoctrination service. If we look at the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 21 says, "Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. Ye cannot be partaker of the Lord's table and of the devil's table." Philippians chapter 1 verse 21 says, "Having confidence in thy obedience, I wrote unto thee, knowing that thou wilt also more than I say do." Isaiah chapter 1 verse 19 says, "If ye be willing and obedient, ye shall eat the good of the land." As a Christian and a child of God, obedience is required of you. This is demonstrated in the letter Paul wrote to the Corinthians in the book In the book of Numbers chapter 30 verse 2 says, "If a man vow a vow unto the Lord, or swear an oath to bind his soul with a bond, he shall not break his word. He shall do according to all that proceeded out of his mouth." When you make a vow before the Lord, it is expected of you as children of the kingdom to obey. Having more than one wife or lusting after a woman is wrong. Even Apostle Paul had his own wife. There is nothing wrong to be married if you so desire, and you can also remain single if you also want, but it is wrong to impose on our leaders in the church to remain single when they do not want it. Acts chapter 18 verse 18 said, "And Paul after this tarried yet a good while, and then took his leave of the brethren, and sailed thence into Syria, and with Priscilla and Aquila, having shorn his head in Ponsia, for he had a vow." That shows that it was of his own volition. It is good to make a vow unto God, but you must pay your vows. You must not make vow and not redeem it. Ecclesiastes 5 verse 4 says, "When thou vowest a vow unto God, defer not to pay it, for he hath no pleasure in fools. Pay that which thou hast vowed." Ecclesiastes 5:5 says, "Better is it that thou shouldest not vow than thou shouldest vow and not pay." You are the one who will decide how much you will give to God, not the pastor or the preacher. It is between you and God. 10% is not a law in the New Testament. If you look at the book of 2 Corinthians 8 verse 6, says, "For to their power I bear record, yea and beyond their power they were willing of themselves." It shows that it was from their own volition. Nobody compelled them. The early Christians, they did it of their own. In some churches, they set a fixed price for baptism. This is no longer donation. This is not a voluntary act, but it is a form of payment. Matthew chapter 12 verse 41 also made us to know that the men of Nineveh shall rise in judgment with this generation, and shall condemn it, because they repented at the preaching of Jonah, and behold, a greater than Jonah is here. That shows that if we are willing and we change our ways, there is grace and there is love for us at Calvary. God bless you. Thank you.